Welcome back to Project 613. Today we are going to learn 5 mitzvot that all have to do with the proper dispensation of justice, the honesty and integrity that the judge has to have in rendering justice, and not showing favoritism or a bias to one party over another. So the first mitzvah that we have is that it is forbidden for a judge to say to himself, to show pity or to show mercy on the criminal by saying to himself, why bother punishing the criminal? It's bad enough that the victim got hurt, or it's bad enough that the victim was killed. Why should we now execute or punish the criminal as well? What benefit would there be for that? This is forbidden. The Torah says clearly, you shall not have pity on the criminal. Justice needs to be served, and a judge who does make such a calculation would be in violation of this prohibition. The next 2 mitzvot that we learn have to do with showing favoritism. It is forbidden for a judge to show favoritism to the poor and to have pity on the poor and therefore rule in his favor even though he knows that he is wrong. The Torah clearly says you shall not show favor to the poor person. In justice, the judge has to show absolute, to not differentiate between the wealthy and the poor in justice. And this is even though the judge has a very good calculation. He's saying to himself, listen here, we all have to give tzedakah and to sustain the poor anyway, so why should I may as well rule in the poor's favor. Why should I make him pay? We anyway are going to have to feed him afterwards, and he's going to come back to collect money. So I may as well rule in his favor so his needs could be met in an honorable fashion. This is forbidden. It's a perversion of justice. And on the flip side, the Torah tells us it's forbidden for the judge to show favoritism to the rich and to the honorable. Not only is it forbidden for them to rule in their favor because they are well respected or because they are wealthy, but it is forbidden for the judge to show any type of extra respect whatsoever to the wealthy over the poor. The 4th mitzvah that we learned today is that a judge is forbidden from issuing a judgment against someone who he anyway knows to be a sinner previously, and the judge will say to himself, of course this person is guilty. We already know that this is a criminal. We already know that this is a sinner. This is forbidden. The judge has to look at every individual case, and even though someone has a bad reputation previously, this should not in any way paint a picture of this individual and have any effect on the judgment of this specific case that is coming before the judge. And finally, the last mitzvah that we learned today is that the judge is forbidden from distorting justice, and he is forbidden from deviating from the Torah's laws of justice in any way whatsoever. And this is a general prohibition for any type of deviation from the law or for any type of bias that a judge could show. This would be considered a violation of Torah law. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.